What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in to the Street Strip and Track Industries YouTube channel. My name is Brian. That there is Rolly, my pupper. And I sound like crap because I currently have COVID. And I'm in the shop trying to stay away from everybody. Tired of sitting in a bedroom isolating. So I came straight here. There's nobody here. At least I hope there's nobody here. Otherwise that might be a little freaky. Anyway, today we're taking a look at our 1986 Chevrolet Corvette C4. Basically just making this video to share with you guys our car, show you guys what we've done to it, what we're currently doing to it, and hopefully have this thing up and running by the end of this video. Now, we got this car from a local guy. It was running and driving at the time just fine. The big thing with this car was the paint. If you look there, that's the factory color. You can still see on the headlight assemblies. This is our white. But when we got this car, it was this 1980s Miami Vice baby blue. I was not a fan. I had to do something about it. The previous owner claimed he paid someone, correction, the previous owner claimed he paid a shop $1,500 to paint the car that baby blue. I don't believe it. I think he went to Walmart, found the color that he liked, grabbed a paint roller, and just went to town on this thing because it looked like someone had taken a paint roller to it. There was runs and drips everywhere. It was just awful. So we brought this thing back to the shop. If you look on the shelf there, let's see if I can zoom in. That's it right there. Yep, I had some plastidip on the shelf for another project that I never used it on. So I thought, what the heck, let's spray this thing. I sanded it down a little bit just to get rid of the bad marks. This is a fiberglass body car. And the hood feels like it's 10 feet freaking tall. Anyway, you can see it there. Anyway, finally sprayed that. I was going to go back and paint the weather stripping, get rid of all the bits of blue you can still see. Never got around to it though. I painted it. I wanted to go drive it. I got my temporary registration on there. And the day I went to go drive this thing, it started knocking in the rear. Did a little bit of looking around. Everybody said U-joints, so I was pretty sure it was coming from the left side. I've actually almost got it put back together now. You can see the half shaft there. We got it in place, got everything else dang near buckled up or buttoned up. We just got to throw our big fatties back on there. Now these cars have these half shafts in the rear, and on the end of those is a U-joint. One of these was definitely shot, so I went ahead and replaced both on this end. I should probably do the other two on the passenger side, but I just don't have the energy right now. Hopefully this fixes it. Some pointers. This isn't a how-to video. There's plenty of those out there. But here's what I did to get this half shaft out. I undid the sway bar link. I undid this man, what is that called? This tie rod looking connection thing. I undid that. And I undid this connection that goes down here to this leaf spring. Hopefully that's all in camera. I'm trying to do this all by myself. Anyway, undid that, and there's a bolt on the bottom of this spindle assembly. I undid that. That gave me enough room to pull that half shaft out. I did try pulling it out after undoing each one of those steps, and none of them on their own gave me enough wiggle room to get that out. It took all of that, which isn't too terrible. One little tip though, if you're doing this, I don't know why you would be watching this video if you're doing this job, because it's not very helpful. But this leaf spring connection, there's a lot of tension on that. If you undo the castle nut that's underneath there, watch your hands. I undid that, nothing happened. Like 10 seconds later, it came undone, and it came off with some force. It nearly caught my hand. Luckily, I survived. I know you're all very, very relieved to hear that. Yeah, here we are. U-joints have been replaced. Everything is just about snugged up. I would go drive this thing right now, but it's late. It is dark. So, I am going to wait for a better day to drive this thing. Hopefully this fixes it. Now, I only mention that because it might not be tomorrow when I drive this thing or when I post this video. So if my voice sounds different all of a sudden because I'm better, I just want to make that clear. That's why. But right now it's dark. It is springtime in Wyoming. It is 30 degrees outside. And this car has a heater that only works when it wants to work. So I am not going to bother freezing my butt off to drive this thing. Anyway, stick around. I am going to get this thing buttoned up. If I hit any more snags, I'll share them with you guys. And I'll check back in a few. Alright guys, back in the shop. It's actually been a few days since I've been here. I ended up getting a lot more sick than I was in the first video. But anyway, we're here to give an update on the Corvette. I did finish reinstalling this driver's side half shaft. Didn't hit any more snags. Everything went back real smooth. No issues there. But I did try to drive this thing the other day, and it didn't go so well. The car, it idles fine, but you give it gas, and once you hit about 10 miles an hour, it feels like I'm left foot braking when I'm not. It just seems like something in the drive line is getting hung up. It's a really weird feeling. Anyway, if anybody out there has any ideas, I'm open to suggestions. I think I'm going to take a look at the drive line, the U-joint on it, and maybe even look at that passenger side half shaft and see if there's something going on there, and kind of go from there. But anyway, just figured I'd update this video so we can wrap this video up, and once I start digging into this thing further, I'll share with you guys what I find. Hopefully it's an easy fix, because I'm ready to drive this thing. I'm sick and tired of seeing it parked here. And yeah, that'll wrap up this video. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Make sure you give us a like, subscribe. We've got plenty of other projects in the shop, as you guys can see. We got some 3S stuff going on. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for tuning in.